Do you think an attorney would ever ask an intentionally, palpably improper question to which he knows is totally improper? You think he would ever do that? Come join me for a moment as I share with you the answer to this question. Hi, I'm Jerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury attorney, and the answer is yes. There are instances during trial, whether it's an accident case or a medical malpractice case or a wrongful death case here in New York, where an attorney will intentionally ask a witness on the stand something that is totally improper, and he does it for a key strategic reason. For example, I might have my client on the witness stand in a medical malpractice case. She's claiming that her doctor violated the basic standards of medical care, causing her significant harm. Now, if the attorney, the defense lawyer, gets up to ask my client questions during cross-examination and says, "Hey, Mrs. Jones, how often does your husband beat you each night?" What? What does that have to do with anything in this case? There's no claim of spousal abuse. There's no claim of domestic abuse. What are you doing asking a ridiculous question like that? The attorney might have a couple of different reasons. However, if he's been trying cases for more than a few years, he knows full well that to ask a question like that, something outrageous like that, is not only wrong, is not only improper, but we call it palpably improper, meaning that it goes beyond the realm of anything that is normally done at trial. So I have no choice but to stand up immediately and object. "Objection, Judge! That's palpably improper, and the defense lawyer knows it." Now, why did I just say that? I say that because I want the jury to understand that what this lawyer just asked is totally out of line. And in addition, I want them to understand that he knows better. This is a seasoned, a veteran trial attorney. And now he's asking a ridiculous question like that? He does that to throw off the jury. He does that to focus attention on something else. He wants to create the impression that there's something being hidden here. And now by asking an outrageous question like that, he generates an outrageous response that now highlights that outrageous question. So it creates a whole little drama within his questioning, within his cross-examination, that diverts attention from the real issues in this case. So there are instances where an attorney, whether it's a defense attorney or a plaintiff's attorney, will intentionally ask an outrageous question, something that is so off the wall that we call it palpably improper, that generates that type of objection that says, "Hey, you're totally out of line, counselor, plus you know better and you know you shouldn't be doing that." So why do I share this quick information with you? I share it with you just to give you an insight and an understanding into what goes on in these medical malpractice cases, these wrongful death cases, and even these accident cases here in New York. You know, I understand and I recognize that you're watching this video because you have questions or concerns about your own matter. Well, if your matter did happen here in New York and you're thinking about bringing a lawsuit, but haven't done so yet because you still have questions that need to be answered, what I encourage you to do is pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your legal questions. You know, I do this every single day and I'd love to chat with you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Jerry, Gerry, at Oginski-law.com. That's it for today's video. I'm Jerry Oginski. Have a fantastic day.